Welcome back to Air Mediator channel. I'm your host, Asia, and we're going to jump into what messages do you need to know, also what may need to be released for this partial lunar eclipse in Taurus / new moon in Taurus. Pile number 1. If you chose pile number 1, here is your pile. You picked the Moonstone. So the first card that we have that popped out was Expect Powerful Changes, New Moon Eclipse. It's time to focus on your dreams and release doubt. There's new beginnings, so be prepared. You are being redirected and you need courage in order for you to stay emotionally balanced. The next card is the King of Cups, right? And this is literally the card of emotional balance. This is making sure that your head and your heart are on the same page. It's also making sure that no matter what circumstances are popping up or no matter what circumstances you're currently dealing with, you'll be able to stay afloat. You know, look at that background. No matter what's going on, he's still centered. He's still emotionally grounded. This is pulling up another lesson about being grounded at this time. This will lead you to have stronger inner confidence, okay? So we did have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy. I'm getting Leo vibes from this energy, so we do have some hints of fire as well. And this is going to help you to push what's right for you. And this is about like reaching for the stars, right? Reaching for your dreams. Look at this, Kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. So this time, whenever you do, there's definitely different forms of meditation, right? Usually people see, you sitting down, and that's not the only form of meditations. Meditation comes in all shapes and sizes. So this time, when you start walking, say you go to the park or you go take a nice hike and you just take in the scenery, be sure to slow down. Be sure to be more intentional and aware of the moment. Be aware of all 5 of your senses as well. Try grounding, and also maybe even walking barefoot. That can really help you get messages as well. Be flexible and listen to the wisdom that presents itself. The final card we have for herbal helpers, or not herbal helpers, herbal advice, I would say, is Defend, dogwood. So dogwood has been used to make daggers, stakes, and arrows, right? And when it said that, I was getting Sagittarius vibes. When confrontations arise, you must stand your ground, fight for what you believe in. It's definitely also a representative of 5 of Wands energy, which is speaking up for yourself in the face of adversity, in the face of any kind of challenges and competition. Also, it's about staying alert and being engaging and ready to fight for what you value, right? So all in all, Pile 1, it's really good vibes, man. Expect powerful changes. Again, you deserve it. And also, don't forget to make sure that you fight for what you believe in and stand your ground when it comes to the time to do so. Pile number 2. All right, if you pick pile number 2, this one is for you. This is Hematite. It's a grounding crystal, right? So the first card that you have is Step Out of Your Comfort Zone, North Node, right? And we know that North Node is that Taurus energy. So off the bat, I was already feeling fire and earth energy. So it's time to leave your past behind because you're heading in a new direction that will serve you better. Jump into the things that you're too scared to do and live your life purpose. Dare to do something different and find your inner courage to follow your heart, right? So it's like this new cycle is out with the old, in with the new, but for real, for real. You have to listen to your heart and also make sure that your mind and your heart is matching up so that you can create the reality that you deserve, right? Which leads to the next card, Major Arcana, the Fool in reverse, right? So upright, the Fool, he's on new pastures. He might be a little reckless, but he has his knapsack in a dream and, he's going to go to somewhere new. So because it's in reverse, it's about not ignoring your inner senses and ideas and trying not to lean into reckless behaviors, like look before you leap type vibes. Don't let your hesitation, keep you from taking the first step. You are in control of your life. Once you decide where you want to go, then you can actually start moving there, right? And that leads us to the next card. Energy. This is where I said that fire energy was coming from. It's about paying more attention to what fuels your inner fire, your creativity, and versus what what puts out your flame, right? It's important to think that over because you have momentum that's building and energy that's being cultivated. So it's time for you to get excited for the new things that are coming into your life and pursue whatever has been really calling you because you have the energy that's building up, right? And look at that eye in the middle. You have the vision, right? The vision creates that energy and it really creates your reality. So don't think of anything, being too big or too out of too far-fetched because anything can happen. Dream the biggest dream that you can think of and watch it happen when you believe it. All right, so we also have Meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. And immediately I was thinking about, the different colors outside of here. We have the green, so the heart chakra. We have the blue, the throat chakra. Then we have that orange yellow. So we have the sacral and the solar chakra. And also because the red came out, it might be time for you to do some chakra meditations, chakra cleansing, aura cleansing, root chakra, sacral, and solar chakra healing in order for you to be able to, come from a place of love. Strengthen your heart center so you can communicate the messages that you have. And it's also about being receptive, right? To the support that's around you. Who can you rely on? Who may be afraid who you may be afraid of, the past because you've been hurt, you've been burned and things of that nature, betrayed by other people. But it's time for you to really, take a second look at who is actually in your corner no matter what, and filter out the people who don't serve you anymore. You don't have to allow that negative energy and whatnot to keep coming back into your life. You be the change, and it starts with, again, who can you rely on? And this wraps it up with Dream, Golden Poppy, right? This relates to the Moon card. That's about being elusive, dreamy energy, exploring your subconscious, and looking past the secrets and the illusions that are hidden. Also, Seven of Cups, which is not being deceived by options and illusions, right? Because there may be a lot of options that may present themselves, but are they the best options? Are they really good options? Are they reliable and dependable options? Or is it just for a fleeting feeling? You know what I mean? Also, again, dream bigger and let them carry you to your happiness because you deserve that more than anything. And it's time for you to choose yourself, right? All right, pal number 2. I love that energy, okay? Don't let anything keep you stuck or stagnant or anything that weighs you down, including yourself and your own mind. And when it comes to, needing a helping hand to get out of a rut, even whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, or whatnot, trust the people that you can depend on and rely on to help pull you out of the dark trenches whenever you need. That way you can propel forward with the energy that's been built up so you can live your dream. Happy healing. Pile number 3. All right, if you chose pile number 3, you chose the purple amethyst. All right, I'm already telling it's about wisdom and the personal development, right? So the first card that you have is Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, Full Moon in Leo. Right, remember, I've never attached to pride to actually, being arrogant or anything like that. I'm more so attached to letting go of the things that no longer serve you, because we can have pride in believing that something is for our best self and highest good, and because we want it so bad, and it turns out the divine is orchestrating a bigger purpose for everything, and some things can't go with you moving forward. So with that being said, are you coming from your heart or unbalanced ego? Also, feed yourself more love and greater positive thoughts throughout any dilemmas. It's about finding balance between your needs and other people's needs, and also expressing yourself creatively and to release any built up energy, right? Fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So this leads us to the next card, Judgment, Major Arcana card, right? So Judgment in reverse, it's about pointing to things that you refuse to see, things that you're holding on to, and again, that's no longer serving you. You may be forced to move forward even if you feel like you aren't ready, but growth may seem difficult at times because it needs to be done for your best self and for you to live out your purpose, right? It's like dealing with birthing pains. We might not want to deal with it, but at the end of the day, you're going to come out way better, way stronger, more confident, and really you'll be able to laugh at those moments that you are in now, that might not feel so funny. It's about being gentle with yourself throughout this change and this process as well, right? And believing in yourself. Also, not even casting judgment on yourself for the process. It's really just going with the flow until you really see everything that you need to so you can move forward, because you're building a strong foundation. Which takes us to having faith. Literally, you can't make this up. It's about trusting the process and your decisions, what you truly want from your life and yourself. Keep working towards your goals and believe in the outcome being exactly where you need to be. And hopefully, you know, where you need to be and where you want to be is all on the same accord. Again, it's having faith. What are you creating? Look into the center, right? It's like being a part of the whole and an individual. So it's like you make up everything. So give yourself time and watch the divine work in your favor. Also, you could be getting messages and downloads from your ancestors or through your crown chakra if you've been having more headaches lately, or if you've been having, you know, itchy scalp or anything like that, or sinus pressure. You definitely could be getting downloads. So that's why it's so important for this next few cards about resting. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. Goose, literally. And look at that. We have the heart, we have the throat. So it's about, you know, taking a step back and allowing yourself to rest at the time. It's very important because it's an opportunity to recover from stress and strains in life. It also allows the divine to work its magic. Also, you may need to deplug for a bit when it feels overwhelming and allow yourself to relax without guilt tripping yourself, right? Because we live in a society that we don't give a fucking break. So you have to give yourself a break, or the break is going to be given to you in some kind of form. You know what I mean? Because again, if you've already been going through changes and been resisting to them, be prepared to keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're going to polish yourself like a stone and then come out a diamond, right? Also, we have cattail, build. So it's about being resourceful with your natural gifts and your dream. How can you make it a reality? They're used, you know, cattails are used for weaving baskets, and it also even helps support people's houses that float on in islands. You know, I don't know if that might be important to you, but it's like literally using what you have to build to get to where you want to go. This is a time to focus on building, strengthening your foundations, and planning for the future. It's 10 of Cups or 10 of Pentacles vibes, which they both mean building a legacy, relationship, or a foundation in your home life, especially to gain some stability. Also, 3 of Wands energy, planning for the future, looking ahead with excitement and personal development. This is lovely. I'm loving the energy, okay? Because it's like, you know, you're sure of yourself. This is just confirmation that, yes, keep going. It's going to lead you to where exactly you need to be. And I'm excited to see how happy you are once you get on the other side of it. All right, pile 3, happy healing. Pile number 4. All right, if you pick pile number 4, you pick Tiger's Eye. This is the stone of courage and confidence and inner strength, right? Which is very fitting for the pile. So to start off with, we have don't let your past hold you back, South Node. We know that South Node is Scorpio energy. That's water, also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it's about moving forward in this time because your future is bright and full of stability and inner peace that it's creating. Don't let past blockages and old behaviors or mindsets hold you stagnant and complacent. If you've been feeling stuck or in a situation or a relationship that feels overwhelming or toxic, it's time to allow it to transform, whether that's transforming for an ending and a new beginning, or it's out with the old, in with the new. It's going to bring you closer to yourself and where you need to be in your life currently. You may need to release addictions or unhealthy attachment at this time. And it's so crazy because literally before I did this reading for this pile, I started like lighting up real quick. And I was like, that's crazy that this popped out, that, you know, there may be addictions that you need to let go of. This is an opportunity to transform and to change. Yeah, I like that. So the next card we have is King of Pentacles. This is why it's important for you to let go of the past, because what you're building, the future, your foundation, it's looking bright. You're getting that bag, you know, you're getting that stability. It's about structure, stability, what you're seeking once you move forward. You know, security, foundations being rooted in unconditional love and peace, and also stacking up you know, stacking up that paper, stacking up the stability, stacking up the next plans. But it's also about believing in what you're building and believing in yourself more than anything, because he's calm, he's knowledgeable. So it's also about being resourceful with everything that you have, and also just taking account sometimes, you know, from a bird eye view POV, where you came from to where you are now. Don't discount your journey. You know, don't discount what you have built, even if it might not be what you want it to be. Why? Because it's all about cultivating inner peace. It's about healing in the stillness. Maybe you need to try some different types of meditations. If you already are hip to meditation, maybe shake up your routine. Also think about what peace looks like to you and how you can maintain your inner compass, right? Whenever you dive deep within, whenever you give yourself time and space to relax and to, you know, deplug from the world and reality, then you'll be able to really find the calm in the storm. You know what I mean? You'll be able to cultivate that relationship with your inner guidance as well as the higher guidance, you know, because we are all connected. We all intuitive beings. It's just about whether or not you're willing or you have the courage to entertain that part of yourself. You know what I mean? And we entertain all parts of ourselves because all parts of ourselves make us up the whole. Which leads us to our next card, Emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. So listen to your heart is very crucial at this point, because it's about trusting your intuition and your journey that you're being guided on. Don't be quick to dismiss the positive, dismiss the negative voices and the thoughts that goes against new freedom and new adventures, right? Maybe it's even time to travel. So it's like, you know, whenever we're used to something and we change, the body and the mind half the time, it doesn't like to change. It wants to be the same. It wants to be complacent. Like, this is nice, this is comfortable, this is what I know. So of course, when it's time to do something new, you're going to have resistance. But the thing is, this is Venus energy that I'm getting with this green and the pink back there, Taurus and Libra. It's about balance, right? As above, so below. So you may need to go out and explore the world for a bit if it has been so stagnant and overwhelming currently. You know, maybe even just going to your local places, parks, new restaurant, new site to see. You know, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular, or actually maybe you need to move around and go travel to somewhere else that's not in your hometown, just to see, you know, what else life has to offer, because life is way bigger than what we know, okay? And that leads us to indigo, enhance. Indigo is also used as dye, as well as other different things. What it's telling me now, though, is it's time for you to shift your perspective or routine so that new relationship situations or thought patterns can come in. Don't be so quick to dismiss certain parts of yourself, especially if it doesn't provide value, right? Because everything about you is valuable and special. So start by making small, simple changes, especially when you're feeling down or creatively blocked. You may need to lean into your creativity to express those parts of yourselves. Maybe even start a journal of some type to your inner self, right? To your childhood self, to all yourselves throughout then and now. And forgive yourself. Don't pass judgment, you know, let bygones be bygones, but be honest, because it's time for you to move forward. By shifting your perspective, it'll help you shift your energy, and it'll encourage you to make more positive efforts towards your life and your well-being and balance within. And once you find balance within, you'll start seeing that balance outside of yourself as well. Okay? All right, pal number 4. I love the vibes. Y'all are going to be okay. We are all always in a transformative state, right? So just again, if you need to call on the inner, you know, power of Tiger Eye to bring you more courage, to bring you more fire, to help you stand within your power and yourself and confidence, definitely I recommend it. Also do have some on my website, Daisbotanicals.com. You can message me if you need any help with questions or suggestions, yeah, happy healing, pile number 4.